Norman Smith, and when you listen to all of that, Norman, there's quite a lot of challenges in 12 months.
Jane, perhaps the most amazing thing is we've got this far, because if you think back to the aftermath of the referendum, leading Brexiteers were sort of standing around a bit like shell-shocked goldfish, their mouths opening and closing, not really sure how they were going to do this. There were question marks about whether Theresa May could even survive, whether banks and businesses would flee the country. None of that has really happened, and instead Mrs May has sort of ground her way forward remorselessly, getting MPs to trigger Article 50, getting the divorce bill agreed, getting the withdrawal agreement agreed, getting the transitional deal agreed. And it reminds me a bit of you sort of walking up a Scottish Munro. There are people who sort of dance off into the horizon and run out of puff, and then there are those who slowly plod onwards and upwards. And that's very much Mrs May's approach. And yes, there are still huge problems ahead. What's going to happen about the Northern Ireland border? What happens if the EU won't give us a decent trade deal? And what happens if MPs vote down the final Brexit deal? All of which said, within Downing Street, I think there is now more confidence that they are going to be able to get that trade deal and to deliver Brexit, perhaps than any time since the referendum.
Norman, for now, thank you, Norman Smith at Westminster.